Well, the clock is ticking on the 2020 US presidential election, and the man who is wasting no time is the president himself, heading to Iowa today for what will no doubt be another headline-making rally.
All I know is I took something, whatever the hell it was, I felt good very quickly. I don't know what it was. Antibodies. I don't know. I took it. I said, I felt like Superman. I said, let me at him. No, and I could have been here 4 or 5 days ago.
He's on something, isn't he? Let's bring in senior CNN correspondent John Voss in Atlanta. John, nice to talk to you.
Hey, John.
You're an Aussie, of course, but you've been over there for about 20 years or so. Even by American standards, this must be pretty bizarre to watch.
I think we left bizarre about 3 years ago, and now we're just sort of in the land of unprecedented lunacy in many ways, because there has never been anything like this before, and that's an understatement. This is an election campaign that has had everything thrown at it and then some, from a president who refuses to take a pandemic seriously, to a Democrat nominee who basically no one has seen, for the most part hiding in a basement, if you believe Trump. This is just uncharted territory. And given what happened last time with Trump's unexpected win, everyone is sort of now on tenterhooks, not knowing what the hell is going to happen.
He seems to lurch from embarrassing, dancing and embarrassing statements about suburban wives to, embarrassing calls about what he's taken and the effects that it had, taking his mask. I mean, everything just seems to... And even yesterday with Biden, it's him becoming a resident. I mean, how are people... We sit back and we go, how on earth does he get re-elected? But we know he's in the running and we know it's close. Is he going to win?
Well, it's not close, actually. The fact that he is in Iowa today, because it's 50 elections on one night, right? It's not one election, it's 50 states elect, and then you have the electoral college. Iowa, for example, which is where he's traveling today, he won last time by almost 10 points. Right now it's a dead heat. They're both locked at equal support, Biden and Trump in Iowa. So Iowa is in play. That's why he's there. The other problem that Trump has right now is that he's running out of money. He doesn't have the support that he used to have. The money's drying up. Biden is outspending him on TV campaigns, which is obviously crucial because you can't really do rallies, even though Trump is doing rallies, like the traditional way of campaigning. And so that's why you're having these rallies, these super spreader events being held, on a daily basis by Trump. And Biden is sort of just doing his own thing. He is teaching a masterclass right now on stepping out of the way and letting your opponent commit suicide.
But, I mean, these rallies obviously work for him. As you say, he's heading to Iowa today. I know in Iowa, the state that COVID is spreading rapidly at the moment. We've had no social distancing. There have been no masks at any of these rallies. What's the point of them? I mean, does his ego need these rallies so desperately that it'll put people's health at risk?
Yeah, look, that's a good question. I've often wondered what the point of the rallies are, because I don't think they actually will work for him this time, because they seem to be just a reminder of the pandemic and all the risks that come with gathering in large numbers. And his refusals were a face mask. The people in the crowd who do not think that face masks are needed, they don't believe in the virus because Trump has told them, it's a hoax, or it's not that serious, or don't let it dominate your life, that kind of stuff. So these rallies for Trump, I think the theory is, or the thinking is, that he needs these rallies to get the free TV time, because he doesn't have the money to spend on the advertising that Biden has. And this is his way of essentially making up the difference. The other theory, which I think is probably more accurate, is that he needs it for his own ego, for his own fulfillment, because he loves going out there. He loves the energy that he gets from these adoring crowds. I mean, it is like a cult when you go to those rallies. They believe everything he says. They hang off every word. And there are a group of people who just go from rally to rally to rally to rally. They love it.
Fawzi, are you on the same thing Trumpy is? I mean, you look incredible. I mean, gee whiz.
Same hair.
Like that's a backhanded compliment. You look incredible, but you ask if you're on the same drugs as Trump.
No. You're very handsome. Fawzi, great to see you, my man. Terrific to see you.
You too, man. Thank you,
Coming up
Carl.
this Thursday.